One of your garage door torsion springs just broke, but the other one is holding strong. Now, do you replace just the broken spring or both? If you only have one torsion spring, should you replace it with two? Why not just stay with one? Because, money. Well, in this video, we're going to highlight some benefits on why you might want to replace that single torsion spring to two, and we're going to give you some convincing reasons why you should probably stay with one. Let's party. Hey party people, Santiago from SOS Garage Door Service, and on this channel we provide you pro tips and tech reviews for your residential garage door needs. One of the most common questions I get about garage door torsion springs is whether it's better to go with two springs or to stay with one. Naturally, my answer is, it depends. In fact, it specifically depends on your garage door width, height, weight, and configuration. In addition to that, it will also depend if your garage door has windows or insulation. Subsequently, it will also depend on any alterations you've made to your garage door, such as installing additional strut supports. Thus, it takes a level of experience and a bit of math to make sure that your new torsion springs will balance your garage door properly. Now, another question I get from homeowners is, how long will the new torsion springs last? And well, the technical answer to that is a minimum of 10,000 cycles. But to quantify those 10,000 cycles in years is not that simple. Cycle life for a pair of garage door torsion springs will vary depending on how often you use your garage door. In fact, if you have a busy family lifestyle, those cycles can go quickly between trips to soccer practice, piano recital, visits to the doctor, stops for ice cream, pick up the dog from the kennel. You get the idea. Thus, when replacing your garage door torsion springs, you want to take into account your busy family lifestyle, because potentially a higher cycle spring can provide you longer use of your garage door between your next spring repair. In fact, most two-car garage doors will require a pair of torsion springs, yet some builders and dealer contractors will only offer one big single spring on a new 16x7 non-insulated garage door without windows. This door will commonly have a 250 wire by 2-inch diameter by 30 or 33 inch length. Now that spring will offer roughly about 10,000 cycles. But again, a pair of garage door torsion springs will do the same thing. Hence, when replacing your garage door torsion springs, ask your contractor how much more would it cost to get higher cycle torsion springs. Now clearly, the cost to replace garage door torsion springs will vary depending where you live, but you could minimize that cost, that is, pay less over time when you install a new pair of higher cycle springs. Thus, the example that we just shared with you of that 16x7 non-insulated garage door with no windows, initially with that 250 wire spring, could get 20,000 cycles plus with a pair of 218 wire springs by 1 3/4 diameter, usually by 31 or 32 inches long. Now, those springs are simply a suggestion because you could potentially get higher cycle life when you play with the configuration of the wire, diameter, and length size. The point is, you should consider replacing that single torsion spring on your two-car garage door with a pair of higher cycle springs. Sure, the upfront cost might be a little higher, yet you would be saving more money in the long run. Of course, the pro tips, techniques, and ideas in this video should not be considered law or infallible. Why? Well, because I'm nobody, but at the same time, it's important for you to understand your garage door needs and your garage door circumstances. And if you don't care to know those things, then reach out to a contractor, because that's what we're there for. In fact, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. And if you found any value out of this video, hit that like button, because it really helps out the channel. So when should you just stick with one single torsion spring on your garage door? Well, that's simple. If you have a single car garage door, then all you really need is a single torsion spring. If you have a lighter garage door like the Wayne Dalton Model 9100, a single spring will do just fine. You might want to stay with a single torsion spring if parts are limited, like in the case of a torsion spring shortage. Finally, you might have to stay with that single garage door torsion spring configuration because, money. With growing inflation and the ridiculous price hike on all basic goods, what we are getting for our hard-earned money is just not the same. In addition to that, it's important for you to shop around because some dealer contractors are taking advantage of the current economic climate and price gouging. As dealer contractors, we realize it's a numbers game. Thus, if the numbers are right for everyone, then we can all sleep well at night. Of course, higher cycle springs are just part of the equation because not all garage doors are created equal. Thus, if you want to avoid the common mistakes on determining what torsion spring size to get, then check out this video right here. I want to thank you for partying with me, and as always, y'all stay safe.